Hi guys, welcome to The Spill and Grill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tishinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay guys, so today's theme is horrible exes. We've all had them, we've all heard about them, so let's talk about them.
Okay. This one is from Threads. I'll read the first part and then the second part is what she responds. Ladies, if you have ever dated someone that didn't like you, what was the thing that made you finally realize they don't like you? Her response. Told me, I'm not your chauffeur. I need to go to work. Order a taxi. When I told him I've just had a miscarriage and need to go to the hospital.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
It's disgusting.
She is in need of a hospital because her life might be in danger at this point, right?
Exactly.
And he's like, I need to go to work.
I'm almost like, have you just heard what she said?
Right. Yeah. Like,
he's just completely disregarded it. And the answer is just so vile. I can't. That would scare the shit out of me.
How could you go to work if your partner just experienced something that might be life-threatening?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how important your workday is, that you've got this appointment with the most important client that you've been waiting for 6 months or whatever. Your partner, somebody that you're supposed to care about, is going through something that is potentially life-threatening, and you're like, I can't drive you, I have to go to work, get yourself a taxi. I think out of all the people that we've ever spoken about, I think you and I have shared over 100 stories at this point. This man is literally the most rotten scumbag we have ever spoken about.
Agreed. I don't even think that's like, oh, you know he does not like you. Like, he does not even...
Give a
Yeah.
Not a single given.
No, they're like on the spectrum of caring, there is no spectrum.
No,
it's like
nothing.
off.
Yeah,
way
negative
off.
300.
Exactly.
There's something mentally wrong with that man. Your partner, even if you don't like her, but she's just had a miscarriage, which might like affect her life. She might not be able to live through that. It doesn't matter if you don't like them or not. You take them to the hospital.
Agreed.
She shouldn't need to take that time to dial for a taxi or even, order one on Uber, and then the wait time that it takes for the Uber to arrive. You know what? You can't take her. Call 911 for her. At the least.
At the least, yeah, and wait.
Yeah.
And then go about your business. That's true. That's the least anyone can do. Even a stranger would do that.
Right. Like, how cruel do you have to be? Like, what happened to you in your life? Like, who hurt you that you have to be this cruel? Because this is not normal.
No, it's not. It's on a different level.
I am scared for whoever ends up with him.
No one will. Men like that stay alone for a reason.
I hope so. I hope he stays alone.
He will. Karma. You don't treat people like that and get away with it. Karma.
Like, one day when he's in dire need of help, needs hospitalization, there'll be no one there for him.
No one. It'll be even worse.
I think I would have stood there in shock. And I think I would have repeated myself. Like, I think I would have been like, Did you not hear what I just said? I didn't say that I broke my wrist, which, by the way, I should get a lift anyway.
Yeah,
if I broke my wrist. I just told you I'm miscarrying.
Exactly.
I need to see a doctor now.
Yeah. There's like two scenarios. There's like fight or flight. So like this is like, I can imagine I would have been, I know myself, I would have like digested it, gone to the kitchen and got a knife. I'm not joking. Or a saucepan or like a frying pan and just... Because you're so full of rage and anger and your blood is boiling. I just imagine being in that situation. That's so sad.
And then you tell him to take a cab for the big bump on his head.
Honey, he would be dead. Like, we would have buried the bodies, it's fine. But like, legit. Like, I don't know where we would have put him, but somewhere.
Maybe he's like one of those stupid men that doesn't realize how dire this is.
No, I mean, come on.
I want to think that he didn't hear her properly, or he didn't understand what he was talking about.
No, let's not make excuses. I've had a miscarriage. What part of that do you not understand?
Maybe he doesn't speak English properly and he didn't understand. Maybe he thinks that...
Let's not make excuses.
Maybe he thinks it's a hemorrhoid.
No, let's not. I think everyone in the world knows what this is. Or if you're seeing blood.
Right, but I'm not trying to make excuses. I just think it's fucking ridiculous that I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that he would be like, I'm not your chauffeur, take a cab. Or you bleed out on your way there.
I mean, I can believe it because of all the stories I've heard from girlfriends where guys have just said similar.
Like, you're on your own.
What are you waiting for? I'm going on holiday. Bye.
I know somebody, when she first got pregnant, like this is within her first few weeks, she was very sick, not feeling well, like dizzy spells, whatever.
Oh, wow.
And she had also recently just lost her mom. Doesn't this guy call her sister to come take care of her, and he goes off on a hunting trip for the weekend. Your wife is alone, pregnant, and sick, and he goes off with the boys.
They were married.
They were married.
No, I would have divorced him there and then. I would have
should
handed the papers as soon as he got back.
Okay, I think we have no words. I think we've said that a few times.
Yeah.
Let's move on to sort of a similar story.
Oh.
And this, guys, is actually an X-File. So this was midwinter in Canada.
Okay. Oof.
And I was driving my car. There was a lot of black ice on the road, and someone hit my car from behind. And I went, like, even with my seatbelt on, I went, like, flying. There was no damage to the car, but it hit really hard because the guy tried to brake, but he couldn't brake because of the black ice.
Okay.
So it hit me quite hard in the back. And I felt okay at first. I went to work. And then as I was at work, I started feeling really weird, and I started feeling very stiff.
Oof.
Yeah, and so
Oof.
my boss said, I think you should go to the hospital. You don't look good. So I go to the hospital. I'm told by the doctor, you have whiplash. Yeah.
Ouch.
Exactly. So I go home, I rest, and I've gotten maybe now 5 or 6 days off of work because I need to rest.
Okay.
Now, I don't remember exactly when this was, but this was anywhere between one day after, like, so the day after my car accident to 3 days afterwards. It was during that time where I was off from work, where I was supposed to be resting, okay?
Okay.
I'm sleeping, and I get woken up like this, and I hear, you have to take me to the hospital. I feel really bad. Like, I think I've got, like, a cold, and I think I have fever. You've got to take me to the hospital. It was a cold. I had whiplash. Okay. Now, it gets worse. We had one hospital that was about a 5-minute drive, and then we had another hospital that was about a 10-15-minute drive.
Okay.
He didn't want to go to those hospitals. He wanted to go to a hospital where his mom was working at because she could get him to see a doctor sooner because he didn't want to wait in the emergency room. Okay, but this was downtown.
Oh.
And I tell him, I'm like, but I'm whiplashed. Like, I
can't
can barely
move.
move. He goes, I'll check your blind spots for you.
No, Sarah, no.
I should have told him to take a fucking cab because I was whiplashed and this man was crying over a fucking man cold.
But no, don't tell me you.
I drove him.
No, Sarah.
I remember being in the car going, I need to switch lanes, and he's like, hold on, yeah, you can go. And then I because I could not go like this.
Of course, yeah, you
it was
couldn't
too
turn.
painful.
Oof.
So I drop him off at the hospital. This man will not pay for my parking. And I don't know how it is here or in the UK, but hospitals in
They're
in
f***ing expensive.
the parking is crazy.
Oof.
So he goes, drive around. And eventually I'll come out.
Stop.
Finally, about an hour and a half later, he gets out. And he comes in, he's like, you see, I knew it was bad because he gave me antibiotics. Guys, I don't know how it is in Canada now, but back then, they gave out antibiotics to anybody.
Exactly.
They gave out that shit like it was fucking candy. You could still drive.
Yeah, no,
Drive
for
yourself.
sure. This idiot! But at the time, did you think, oh, it's not a bad situation? And now looking back at it, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Well, no, when he woke me up, first of all, he woke me up. Like, he couldn't even wait till I got up, you know? And then I remember saying, like, but I'm whiplashed. Like, I knew right away something's wrong here. And then he went, I will check your blind spots for you. He could have driven himself. It's just a cold. You can drive with a cold. I've driven with a cold. You've driven with a cold, I'm sure.
And I've driven vomiting on the side. Like, we've done it.
We've all driven sick. But no, he needed a lift from me, and it had to be the specific hospital downtown, which was nowhere close to where we lived.
And how far was the drive from the apartment to downtown hospital?
We can check.
We are going on Google.
Check, yeah.
We are going to get the facts for you guys, ladies and gentlemen.
This is where we lived. This is all the way where I had to go. Whiplashed. Like, if you take both our conditions, a man with a cold, okay, a very painful fever and sinus infection, and a woman who is whiplashed, whose situation is more serious? Who should be taken care of first?
Let's do a poll.
Seriously, let's do a poll.
Men always exaggerate when it comes to a cold as well. They're like, the world is ending. They're like, I'm dying. And I'm like, have a period cramp, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Every month.
single month.
Have a period cramp and you're crying over a cold. I can't believe he woke you up and was like,
And
we have to go.
This man had money. So
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying
Yeah,
this.
and so not only could he afford to take a cab himself, he could also have afforded to pay my freaking parking.
Of course.
I was a student at the
Yeah,
time.
I remember this from the other stories. I can't believe you drove. I'm shocked.
Thinking back, it just makes me realize that I was a good partner for agreeing to do so, versus he was a bad partner for even having that
Asking you
idea.
to do so, yeah.
So it just makes me realize, you know what, I was a good partner, and he definitely took advantage of my niceness.
You could have lost an arm and he still be like, we're going hospital.
Yeah.
I have one arm and I drive with my right. Oh, it's okay. Figure it out with your left.
Yeah, I'll help you with the other arm.
No, you get in the taxi.
I mean, we're not talking about an injury like this woman, like where she's bleeding out, where she absolutely needs a hospital or she'll die. This was a cold. He had a runny nose. He had stuffed sinuses. Drink some tea with some lemon and some honey, you'll be okay.
Exactly, and shoot the warm water up the nose to clean out the mucus, you're fine. And especially wanting to go to the hospital where his mum works, I get it. Like, I'm sure we all want to be seen quickly, don't get me wrong, but if there's one 5 minutes away, like, can we go to the one 5 minutes away, please?
I mean, it's great. It's great that his mom had that...
True, that privilege, let's
that
say.
privilege. But then at the same time, he took someone else's spot that could have been more serious.
Exactly.
But pay for my fucking parking.
Minimum, at least.
And then I had to keep driving alone. When I could barely
For an
look at-
hour and a
for
half.
an hour and a half about, yeah.
But why didn't you just park somewhere and stop and
Because downtown is paid parking everywhere. And
Couldn't
I
you
was
just
doing
wait until someone came and was like, move, and then you
a
move?
few times. I did
Okay,
that a
okay,
few times,
yeah, to just save driving around, right? And gasoline going down.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Sarah, I can't even believe it.
Like sometimes, like when I think about these stories, like I literally cannot believe that this happened.
Me too.
It's a blatant disregard for the fact that I couldn't drive.
And he still was like, yeah, you are.
Yeah. I had to drive him. I had no choice. Or I felt like I had no choice in the moment.
Babe.
And he was so cheap with me. He was so cheap. He would not spend a single cent on me. And I recently read that about narcissists. Like if a narcissist has money, the money goes everywhere except to your partner.
Interesting.
And that's true.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was never generous with me. Actually, at the beginning, he was. When he was putting on the charm.
Yeah, when they have
Yeah.
to reel you in.
But once we were together,
Ciao.
oh yeah. There was never enough money to like lend me money to do something, an activity that I wanted to do. Never.
No way.
Yeah, like there was this one time where I was in theater school at the time, and we went to go see a play.
Nice.
This play was incredible. To this day, one of the most amazing
Oh,
plays
wow.
I've ever seen.
Cool.
I don't remember what it's called. It's called The Game of Love and Chance. Oh my god,
Ooh.
hilarious! Like
Okay.
we were laughing out loud. So I went with my classmates.
Mm-hmm.
I come home. He goes, "How was the play?" I said, "This was amazing. The best play I've ever seen in my life till this day." Okay,
Oh, okay.
amazing play. And I said, "We should go." And he said, "Are you going to pay for my tickets?" And this was at this very prestigious theater. The tickets at the time were about $30 to $45 a person.
Okay.
And I'm a student.
No, yeah.
I've already paid my ticket.
Exactly.
Now I've got to pay my ticket again and his ticket.
So about $100, let's say, with tax.
And I'm like, but why? Like, I'm telling you that you're going to have an amazing time, that you're going to laugh out loud, that you're going to cry for how much like you're laughing. And you make 3 times more money than I do. And I've got to pay your $40 ticket? Like,
What benefit does he get from that as well, that you paying the ticket?
because this is something I wanted to do. But I was telling him that he would enjoy it. It's not like I wanted him to come with me. I had already seen the play. I came home saying, like, you are going to love this play. This is amazing. We should go see it together as a couple.
And he's like, okay, if you want to do that, then you pay.
Then you pay for my ticket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Looking back, it must be like, what the f***? But in the
Yeah.
moment, it was bad, but not as bad as when we're looking back.
Yeah, like
right?
one of my favorite YouTubers, she says something. I don't know if it's her saying or if it's someone else's saying, but she says hindsight is 20/20, and
sure.
it makes so much sense because I feel like we almost blame ourselves when we talk about hindsight. When we go, "Oh, in hindsight, I should have seen it," but that's not how it works. Hindsight works in hindsight. You only see
true.
it in hindsight, right?
Yeah, that's
so you
true.
don't punish yourself.
Yeah, don't beat
blame
yourself, yeah.
for not seeing it then.
That's good advice, actually.
yeah, I think it's
That's really nice
fantastic.
advice.
And I love that saying, hindsight is 20/20. Like it's so true.
That is true. Which YouTuber was that?
Charlotte Dobre.
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember
I love her.
yeah,
She's one
I
of my
remember
favorites.
her.
Like, she's actually a huge inspiration for this podcast.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're saying. That's true.
And yeah, like, in hindsight, this was abuse. But did I see it at the time? No.
No.
Did I maybe feel it a little bit in my gut? Yes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I did care for my partner. I cared for him. And I mean, he sounded horrible, and he said he needed me. So
I
As
was
a
gonna
good
be
partner
there, yeah.
myself, I was there for him.
That's good.
But I
No.
shouldn't have. I should have told him to take a cab, like this lady's ex.
Then the story would be completely different, right?
Then his story would have been like, I had a cold and I was feeling awful and my ex-girlfriend told me to take a cab.
And yeah, everyone would be like, yeah, too right, she had whiplash.
Yeah, exactly. Did you leave out the part where she had whiplash? He probably would.
He would. Oh, the X-Files definitely didn't disappoint.
Yeah. Yeah, like, so not as bad as the first story, obviously, but pretty awful.
Yeah, bad in its own right.
In its own way.
Right, yeah, that's crazy. So, guys, as always, if you have any crazy X stories actually like this,
Yep.
we would love to hear from you. As always, please email us at thespillandgrill@gmail.com. The email is on the screen. Remember, guys, disclaimer, we are not professionals, we are not doctors, we are not therapists.
We are not professionals in any way. This is for entertainment purposes, or in this case, ranting purposes.
Yes, in all cases, actually.
Yes.
So, guys, if you have been watching us on YouTube, you have just been watching The Spill and Grill. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, thank you for listening to The Spill and Grill. I'm Tashinga.
And I'm Sarah. Bye, guys.
Bye.